Check your understanding, CYU for lesson 5.8, average rate of change. Here are the two examples. One's a graph, the other one's from a table. Okay, so the graph of a function y equals f of x is given. For each interval that they give you here, they give you three different intervals. They give you this one, and that one. All right, for the three different intervals. Determine if the average rate of change of f is positive, negative, or zero. This is actually relatively straightforward because you don't have to really do calculations. Just draw lines. For example, between -3, the function's up here, and 3, the function is there. Just, you don't even have to draw this line, but you can look at it, and you'll see that that line has a negative slope, so the rate of change is negative. Okay, between 0 and 2, you can see that the slope of this line, m equals positive. This one was m equals negative. So this one is, for each number, determine the average rate of change of f is positive, negative, or zero. So ROC equals positive because the line segment has a positive slope. I'll put ROC on this one too, rate of change. Okay, now they're saying from -4, from over here to -1, which is right there. Okay, since I already kind of know where they're going with this, really, if you look, it's going to be -4 is right there. So if you draw the line segment connecting these two, you see that the slope here is equal to 0. So between this, the ROC from -4 to -1 is 0. Or let me just write the word 0. Okay. Likewise, V of t models the number of visitors who have entered a national park on a certain day, where t is measured in hours. You need to know this. After midnight. Okay, and t equals 0 represents midnight. All right, find the average rate of change in people per hour at which visitors enter the national park between t equals 6 and t equals 10. That's going to be 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., right? Because 0 is midnight. So if you want to find the average rate, the ROC is simply going to be the change in V over the change in T, which will be V of 10 minus V of 6 over 10 minus 6. So V of 10 is 84, right? It's right here. And V of 6 is 13. And then 10 minus 6 is 4. So we need to calculate 84 minus 13 divided by 4. So using my calculadora on my phone, it's 84 minus 13, which is 71, which equals 71 divided by 4, and divide that by 4. That works out to be 17.75, and the units is people per hour. Notice, it has a 0.75 decimal on it. Can we have 0.75 of a person coming through? Are there 0.75% or 75% of a person? How do you handle that? Well, this is an average. This is an average. On average, you'll have 17.75 people coming through each hour. What that means is over that interval, you could have 17 people at 1 hour and then maybe 18 people another hour, and then just on average, when you average up all the differences, you will have 17.75. When did the number of visitors increase faster? Between t equals 9 to t equals 10. So they want to know between 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. or between 14, which would be, so it'd be between 14 and 20. All right. 14 is 2 more than 12, so that's 2 p.m. And 20 is 8 more and 8 p.m. Then 20 is 8 more than 12. Okay. So when did the number of visitors increase faster? Between 10 a.m. and 9 a.m. or between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m.? All right. So to do that, we find the rate of change, and we're going to find the average. The average ROC would be the change. It would be what letter do they use? V. So it'd be V of 10, let's go with what they have here, 10 minus V of 9 over 10 minus 9. That's going to be V of 10, if you look up here, is 84. V of 9 is 57. 10 minus 9 is 1. So it's 84 minus 57, which is 27. And the units of this is people per hour. Got to include the units. If you don't on a quiz, you're going to lose some points. You don't want to do that. All right, between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m., or between hours 14 and 20, the average ROC would simply be V of 20 minus V of 14 all over 20 minus 14, which is, if you look at V of 20, it's 301. V of 14 is 176, right? 14 is right here, so we're looking at these two numbers. All over 20 minus 14 is 6. All over 6. 301 minus 176 is 125, and you might be thinking, well, duh. This one is definitely a larger rate of change. But remember, this is over a 6-hour period instead of a 1-hour period. So we have to remember to divide by 6. So divide by 6 gives us 20.83. People per hour. So which one has a greater rate of change? The 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay. I'm sorry, I said 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., but it's 9 to 10. So the answer to this is from 9 to 10, the rate of change, ROC, is greater. Thus, that should be capital, I guess. Thus, 9 to 10 has a greater rate of change, ROC. And that's it. So you see, all I'm doing is finding the change of the output divided by the change of the input. We also call that slope. So it's all related to this idea of lines and slope and whatnot. All right? Have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.